Hello and welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I will be doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Aquarius for the month of April 2025. I hope all my Aquarius are doing great. Do let me know in the comments section how things are going for you. As you know, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today. In the past position, we have the Hierophant, clarified by the Knight of Cups. In the obstacle position, we have the Six of Pentacles, clarified by the King of Cups. In the present position, we have the Fool, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. And in the future outcome position, you have the Nine of Swords, clarified by the Tower. So let's get right into this spread. In the past position, you have the Hierophant, clarified by the Knight of Cups. Clearly, Aquarius, you were quite a leader in the past 24 months. A lot of people were looking to you because of your unique emotional perspective on different things. People also see you as someone who has integrity. People see you as someone who has very unique and tuned in emotional intelligence as well. There's also a father figure coming through, or a grandfather figure coming through, that is watching over you. It's some male energy on the other side that is coming through, that is watching you and protecting you, and is very proud of you and the choices that you have made. And I think that there's this connection between you and this person that transcends time and dimension and existence itself. You're quite connected to this person, and he's very proud that you are like a role model for people around you. And it seems to be stemmed from commitment that you feel deep inside of you, this commitment to really doing things that are more of the ethical, more of the moral nature. But emotionally speaking, things have been quite difficult in the last quite few months. And so this male figure that's coming through across the veil is wanting you to really look after your emotional well-being and make sure that you do things that bring your emotional side to its natural like optimistic, happy-go-lucky type of approach. In the obstacle position, you have the Six of Pentacles, which is telling me that there's some kind of energy that is not aligned, because the Six of Pentacles is about giving and taking. It's this reciprocal, energetic arrangement, agreement, if you will. So it could be that you're being generous with your time, your energy, your resources, but someone else is just taking and not reciprocating. Or it could be you that is taking more and not like reciprocating as much. And this could be because emotionally you are a little bit unbalanced at this time. But the Six of Pentacles is definitely about, receiving and giving in an equal sort of way. And so it's important to be aware that there seems to be some kind of a conditioning that is attached to this relationship, this give and take. There seems to be like strings attached there. And so this generosity is coming at a cost, at a heavy emotional toll. It's very clear from the spread that some of your emotional needs are very important and they're not being met, which can create resistance and pressure and tension on the inside. And so, eventually those emotions will turn into more of a dark energy. It's important to sit with them and validate them, and try to provide a a way to relieve them so that they don't get too compressed, because then your body will feel like you're not taking care of it. When you listen to your body physically but also emotionally, you are a friend to your body, and it's important to do that regularly and on a consistent basis. Okay, my cat is just out of control. So sorry. She just rules my life, and she just does whatever she wants. Okay, no, no, no. Well, it's just turning into a mess, isn't it? Okay. Did you sniff the candles? Can you please go? Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, she is off the table. Sorry about that. As I was saying, emotional balance is very important. So do try to figure out a way where you can at least one day a week do something that is very emotionally fulfilling for you, because that will help balance out your energy. We do see that in the month of April, you're starting a new cycle because you have the Fool in the present position. So this is definitely something that is going to bring you a lot of fulfillment in terms of this new cycle is going to start in the month of April, and I believe it's actually going to start today. Today is the new moon, the Libra new moon, April 12th. It's today, and this coming week, this third week, I believe, of April is going to be transformational. So this reading is just in the nick of time. This is going to be absolutely exceptional transformation in your life that is going to change your life, where it will never be the same again. That doesn't mean that you're going to live in a new house and have a new job at, like right this very moment, but it is a catalyst for a big transformation. And it may happen that your life down the road this year changes drastically. There's definitely big transformation energy that is coming from this spread. And this is why you have the Hierophant, is a reminder from the divine and from this male spirit on the other side to hold on to some of the basic important values that you have been taught, especially as a child, because they will help you make sure that you are kind of going down the right path and focusing on more long-term things rather than be distracted by flashy, unfulfilling things that may look great and kind of keep your attention, but ultimately will not provide that fulfillment. You, Aquarius, are very smart. One of the smartest signs in the zodiac, if not the smartest sign of the zodiac. So this transformation is going to impact you greatly because it's not something that you've ever dealt with before, even though you have dealt with amazing things, great things, challenging things. This is one of a kind. And so commitment here is reiterated. Stay committed to the task at hand. Even when starting a new cycle, stay committed to those long-term values that you have. The difference between goals and values is values last longer than goals. Once the goal is achieved, you move on to the next goal, whereas a value is something that transcends goals. And so it's important to stay committed to those values as you're starting this new cycle, and stay away from perfection, because perfection is the enemy of good, and it wastes your time and it takes your time away from many other things. It's important to remember that. Keep your feelings steady. Make sure to have a light touch. Think butterflies, because butterflies have light touch. That's how energy works. It's very free, very kind of like easy moving. Ease is very important. With the Eight of Pentacles, stability is coming coming in, you know, resources are coming in. And so because the stability and resources are coming in, they may create a little bit of heavy energy. So again, remember to practice light touch and not overly focus on resources, because the point of your lifetime is not accumulation of resources and dying the richest person in the cemetery. The point of your lifetime is learning energy. Resources come and go. You are provided for because you have wealth on the inside, and this wealth cannot be taken away from you, or cannot be cannot be devalued in any way. It is far greater than the amount of money you have in your bank account, or how much your house costs, or how much your car costs. The wealth that you have is far greater, that can't necessarily be turned into a monetary value, because it's just so vast. The vastness of the wealth that you have on the inside is pretty impressive. Now, most people are going to be focused on the future outcome position, where we have the Nine of Swords clarified by the Tower. You know, it's a difficult combination, which is bringing about anxiety and worry. The most important thing here is the Tower is not in the major position. The Tower here is a clarifier. The Nine of Swords is in the major position, which is saying to me that you are overly worried and overly anxious about this new cycle starting, right? It's interesting that the Nine of Swords is after the Fool, because, you know, the Fool is all about starting a new journey and not knowing where that journey leads, which is why you have the Nine of Swords. Because as your journey begins, there's also a lot of transformation that's happening around you, and things that no longer work are being swept away. You know, our economy is changing, our governmental policies are changing. You know, all those things can have a ripple effect on how we feel, on what we choose to do throughout our day, week, month, year, and so on and so forth. So it's important to remember the anxiety isn't yours. It is coming from the outside. On the inside, you're well put together and strong and powerful, and you know what to do. So the idea is, again, to focus on peace of mind, of things that bring you pleasure and joy, rather than worry about, you know, the economy. Because when you worry too much about things, a lot of things don't come to fruition. It's important to remember, because your greatness is so powerful that it's much greater than fear, right? So a lot of these things that people discuss, that you hear in the news, in the articles, in the radio, whatever, you know, don't come to fruition. People focus on fear too much. So this anxiety isn't your energy. It is someone else's energy trying to control your energy. Now, I'm going to say something that most people may not be aware of. We are surrounded by entities. You are an entity that is far stronger because you have a physical body. You are breathing, which keeps you in the present moment. Your body is saying this is your moment. You are in charge of your energetic space. Other entities, other energies cannot come into your energetic space. Therefore, this anxiety, which is foreign energy, cannot have such a strong impact on you. And so basically you're claiming your space. You know how they say holding space, holding space. So you're holding space for yourself. You know, you're claiming your own space. You are in charge. Anxiety is just going to have to take a number and wait outside until you're ready to see it and see what it has to tell you. But there's definitely a shift coming that is happening on the outside, which may kind of skew your perspective a little bit. And so the idea is to stay true to your values and to your commitments, which come from deep down and from a long, long time ago as well. And some of those commitments come from your past lives, in addition to this current life that you're living. This new cycle is very important. Your karma, a lot of your karma has been settled already. So you are working through a huge new lesson that is going to bring you victories and triumphs and also growth periods as well. So this is basically ground zero that you're starting from. And try to focus on things that allow your imagination to grow. Do things that help your imagination expand, because your power is in your imagination. Your imagination is what makes you God. It's the God particle, if you will. I'm also going to pull a few tea leaf cards. We have egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. We also have dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. And one more, we've got harp, great happiness. So this new beginning is something that is life-changing and an opportunity that you have been waiting for your entire life. It's going to really revolutionize some of the ways you live. The Shaman's Dream Oracle card, we have Root Girl, the disowned self. Again, check in with your first chakra. Make sure that it is balanced. Make sure that it is working properly. First chakra is like an energy cylinder. And so, it's important to remember that the shadow self of you has to be incorporated. So if there are parts of you that you feel embarrassed by, you have to incorporate them. You have to love all parts of you. So basically this new cycle is about love. And it's love in many different forms, because, love is not just about a penis and a vagina. It's also about love of self, love of knowledge, love of imagination, love of travel, love of connecting with other beings. You're exploring deeper levels of love. You are transcending love to a whole new degree. But yeah, check with your first chakra, because there's something that needs to be healed there. And Angel and Ancestor Oracle card, we have Protection Guardian, drop your shields. So you are very much protected, Aquarius, but sometimes when we have fear, again, related to the root chakra, to the first chakra, we sometimes overprotect ourselves, which can unbalance the chakra as well. So, it's important for you to remember that you are protected. You don't have to overdo with the protection, because when you overdo with the protection, you protect yourself too much from experiencing life. You signed up for this journey to experience it, not to run away from it, escape from it, and not deal with it. You signed up for this journey because of many different past lives that you've had, many different karmas that you've accumulated. And so it's important for you to remember that you're strong enough to make the right choices and learn from the choices that you've already made, that perhaps didn't seem right to you, but they were learning lessons. So definitely a lot going on in the month of April. I hope you have an incredible month, and I hope you come back to check in with me for the month of May. Thank you so much, Aquarius.